I hang out with his family. Like, we're building a good relationship with each other. It's just, it takes a little bit of time, because from his past and from my past, there has obviously been a lot of brainwashing from social media, and outliers in that sense. So I'm kind of learning from him and doing what?
Well, I was going to ask I want you to finish what you're saying. I want you to say what you're doing, but you said there's a lot of brainwashing and he's teaching you. What is he teaching you? Finish your thought and then tell me what he's teaching you.
I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. He's teaching me like how things should be. Like when it comes to, you know, looking for the right guy to be in a relationship with, and how he should be the provider and then I should be the caregiver in that sense.
I have a question. Sorry, I have a question. Did he make you quit working?
No, not in a sense of like making me. I wanted to, because that's how it should be, because then it gives me more time to like cook him lunch.
I have another question. Why are you doing this to a man that you're not even with? Because you're not even married. You shouldn't be.
It shouldn't. But that's the thing. It shouldn't matter about marriage.
Wait,
when you get married with someone, do you like automatically flip a switch and you're like, all right, now I'm gonna start doing things that I should? Well,
no. But how long have you guys been together-ish? How long have you guys been in this situationship?
Like 3 or 4 weeks, I think.
I cannot. I don't judge you for it, but I feel like that's a really weird situation, like from an outsider's perspective.
Have you seen this TikTok video, like, and it's been viral all the time, like how the guys know within like 10 seconds of meeting a girl whether they want to date her or not? Or like maybe not 10 seconds, but like a day or two.
Because that's the truth. When like, because if I was how I was before I met Nathan, I would not be a choice for him to be someone he takes seriously.
So you think the definition of relationship and love is that you have to change yourself?
No,
to feed their expectation and perspective of somebody you want to be with?
No, I think that it's up to you. But that's just, for me, like in a traditional sense, that's how it should be.
But if he's claiming to be a traditional man, why isn't he traditionally pursuing you and taking on that role of being your boyfriend and actually courting? That's what because it sounds sort of like a situation where he's getting all the benefits of training and teaching you these things and having you do them for him, which is honestly, I'll say, pretty great that he's getting you maybe to stop selling feet pics and doing something that could hurt you later on in life. But he's doing all that without giving you the title that you deserve, having been committed to those tasks.
I don't give him the title either. It's a work in progress. But like it takes time. You don't just start talking to, like, girls base everything off emotions, right? So obviously when you're talking to a guy, like if he gives you those things, right, he gives you the attention, he takes you out, like within, like for most girls in the beginning, you're like, dang, I really want to be with this guy already, like, you know. And then whereas guys, like, it takes a little bit longer for them to be like, oh, hey, I want you, you know, things like that. So he's very patient, and there's been other situations in his past where he has done those things and been taken advantage of, to the point to where now, like, he doesn't stand for, you know, like, mistakes. Like, for me, like I said, like, I did these things because it betters myself. I got off social media. I stopped hanging out with people of the opposite sex. I started taking care of myself, and also taking care of him while he does the same thing for me. Like, emotionally, he's there for me. Like I said, we go out and we do things. We go on dates. We have great conversations. We can debate and have honest opinions towards each other. But it is not one-sided. And I mean, I guess unless you're really there and you see it for yourself, then, you know, from the outside looking in, it could be like, hey, she's doing all these things, but he's not giving her that. But I don't expect him to be like, that's my girlfriend. Like, yes, he tells people, like, yes, you know, like, I still hang out with her, we talk, things like that. But it's building up a good relationship with each other, before just automatically saying, hey, we're boyfriend, girlfriend. So
I have a question. What's the difference between what you're doing now and being boyfriend and girlfriend?
That is a good question.
He's f***ing other chicks.
But even if we were,
this generation is way too scared of commitment.
Even if we were dating, he would be allowed to do those things.
Be allowed to sleep with other people?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's how.
Why are you giving him girlfriend material, like, treatment, like, and being a good, like, as you'd say, girlfriend, if he's
not a traditional
he's
man,
not
if
your
he's
boyfriend?
fucking other girls. Wow.
Because he does the boyfriend things.
What
boyfriend
he
things?
But he's
financially provides for me. He protects me. He makes sure I'm safe. Things like that, and that's how it is. That's how it is.
I'm with you.
But I mean, like I said, like my role is to, you know, be the feminine one, do those things for him, while his role is to be masculine and do those things.
How old is Nathan?
19.
He's 19.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. I cannot even.
It honestly does sound like you're
That's
getting
so
a
manipulative,
bit manipulative. That's yeah. I was also gonna say that in a respectful way. I feel like everyone else really
He
spoke,
thinks
but
he's this like Andrew Tate type of 19-year-old.
I
Like,
feel
hello.
like I feel like everyone here is trying to warn you that this situation is sending off red flags.
Yo, Nate's my boy.
Oh, he was on the phone?
Yeah, he was on the show. Yo, Nate, he's a legend. But you said he's providing for you, but he's 19. What does he do?
Like I
forgot.
said, like when we go out, like I've never had to pay for food or like gas or anything like that. Like when we go out, he provides the financial stability. Like,
What's your in and out order?
I think a number 2 with no tomatoes and no onions and
No onions? The fuck? Weirdo. Okay.
But anyways, why do you guys see it as, I mean, if I'm happy and he's happy and we're like, ever since we have started doing this, I have not had like, I have been perfectly fine. Like I said, like I don't have to work if I don't want to, but he does give me the option and I give myself the option. Like, of course I have the choice to work if I want to. And that's up to me.
Let me say what I think everyone's thinking here. I think, and I'll give my take on this. I think that the girls, probably all the girls at the table, think that you're brainwashed.
Yeah.
That's perhaps maybe, I don't know, or being brainwashed. However, I think it's okay if you choose it and he chooses it, if that's what you've both negotiated and agreed on, to have a unilateral open relationship. It's closed on your end, it's open on his. If you're okay with that, that's fine. I think most men, that's probably something most men can't pull that off, but if they could, would they?
Exactly.
Yes.
If most men could, they would. And this is the thing too about that is like I said earlier, when women have sex with men, or like she was mentioning too, like for us, it's an emotional connection, right? We have sex with a man and then we're like, oh, you know, I want to do it again, or I want to see them some way or somehow. And it just creates a different type of relationship than when a man goes and has sex with a woman, because men don't react based off of emotions, because that's just something that's feminine and they shouldn't. So for them, like they can f- a girl and be like, whatever, you know, and never talk to them again. So for me, like, sex for him is just sex. It's whatever. And like I said, I'm not having sex with anybody else except for him, because that's my choice and that's how it should be. And like I said, like for him, sex isn't important. It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Before dating him, would you agree to this type of relationship, or have you changed your thoughts on this since dating him?
I changed my thoughts on this because of Coach Corey Wayne and 3% Man. Read the book.
But was that prior to dating him, or was that during while dating him, or starting to date him?
That was like when I first met him in Logan.
There was
Okay,
a conversation
That's
before.
Yeah, it was
that's
a
my
conversation.
question.
But this is the thing too, like it wasn't like he didn't say like, hey, do this. Like I said, it was my free will.
Hide that.
J
Yep.
Max super chatted $99
Thanks, Mac.
99 cents. The women here each seem to have self-respect, a brain, and a maternal instinct. Speaking as a father of 5 who has been married for 26 years, please reject popular culture and save yourselves until you find a man worthy of you.
Yo, J Mac, thank you for that $100 super chat. Really appreciate the support, man. Wow, 5 kids. That's quite an achievement, man. Congrats.
I do have a question. Has Nate ever does he talk about like Andrew Tate at all?
No.
No, never.
Talks about Coach Corey Wayne.
Who is that? I've never heard of that.
So he introduced you to Coach Corey
Him and
Wayne.
Logan did, yeah.
What is that
Okay.
man? What does he suggest
He
about
just-
relationships?
He teaches men how to be more masculine and like things like that. Like teaches them how to be more masculine.
And
He helps them with women not to be like simps and like, you know how, like, you're not gonna want to be with a man who is feminine unless you're just into that. But you don't want a man who's over here crying to you, to you, like being more feminine than you should be as a female, right? Because nobody wants that. And even when you're in a relationship or you get married to a man that's feminine, it's not going to work out because you are supposed to be the feminine one and he is supposed to be masculine. Are you defending him or is he protecting you? Like he is supposed to protect you. He's supposed to provide for you financially while you are supposed to be the loving one, the caring one, and taking care of like the kids, the family, like I said earlier. Yeah. Did you have something?
So yeah, I guess I'm curious though too, like I'm going to be honest, it sounds like you've kind of been groomed to believe this double standard, quote unquote, situationship relationship is okay. And I guess if you're okay with it, but it sounds like you have been manipulated into believing these things, which it's, I guess, free will, but you know, he definitely gave you these resources on these viewpoints and you're just like kind of like, okay, I agree on this, either because A, the dick is really good, or B, you're very attracted to him and you want this sort of relationship. I don't know who this Nathan guy is, but this is a very double standard situation.
Well, or C, all of the above on that, but didn't you say you were in a polygamous relationship or polyamorous?
For a little bit, yeah, but we weren't, it wasn't like one of us couldn't have sex with anybody else and the other person could. It was open.
But I see that's what I mean is like
she doesn't. What if she doesn't want to?
Yeah. I don't want to have sex with other people because, like I said, as a female, I would get that emotional attachment. It would be way more than just sex for me because I am a female and that's how our brains work, off emotions. For a man, it doesn't work that way. So, I mean, I understand, but I think you're, like I said, like I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it. Not because he's telling me.
The ins and outs of your relationship sound fine so long as that's something that you'd agreed upon. Yeah. What I'm curious about is it sounded like you were doing all of these things without him acknowledging the fact that he is in a relationship with you. That's what was the red flag for me, that he's getting all of this from you while not acknowledging that you are a main chick or even his girlfriend.
But that's the thing. So when he tells people or they ask, like, yes, he will tell them, like, we still see each other. Like I said, ever since we have been seeing each other, he has not had sex with anybody else. And even then, when we've already talked about it, when we start dating, or if we were to start dating, the cheating would be considered building an emotional connection with someone else. So, you know, like meeting the family or talking about feelings or past or childhoods or, you know, like boundaries and stuff, because those girls are just, it's just a that's
so
it.
I just have to say that
yeah.
I feel like in most situations, maybe not Nathan, I don't know this man, but by opening that door to him by saying, hey, you can go do this with other girl, that immediately opens the door for him to go and do that behind your back.
But I disagree. We have a good, like, I know, he knows I know. Like, I know he's still on Hinge. Like, I know those things, and I know that he's
still on Hinge.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where him
you
and
disagree
Logan go.
with.
Yeah, I think sometimes I don't think it's a hard and fast rule on that. I think sometimes actually opening up the floor and allowing for freedom in whatever way that pertains to your relationship is actually a really empowering thing for men, and it makes them feel a deeper connection for you. Whereas them knowing the door is open, they don't need to go through the door. A lot of cheating, I think, comes from the fact that people know the door is closed and they know it's something that they can hide and keep secret, and that's why it's so attractive.
Exactly. Like, there would be more of a chance of him doing it behind my back if I was like, no, you can't do it, right? So, like I said, like, he has not been having sex with other people since we've been talking, right? But he knows the option is there, but he doesn't have a need to do it. Like, there's a difference between rather and could. Like, would he rather have sex with me or would he rather have sex with someone else? He would rather have sex with me. But if he could have sex with someone else, he would, if he had the time. But he doesn't deliberately go out of his way to go see other women. And like I said, it's not an emotional connection. It's literally just a quick and that's it.
But if he did, how would you feel? Would you be okay with that? Right?
We've had the conversation. Like, if you have an emotional connection with someone else and we were dating, then it would